Hello, Morrowind modders. Welcome back to my Morrowind. I'm making a new video, which is going to include some actual content and show you guys, how to mod here. I actually had never heard of this mod before, and I came across it. I've never used it. I haven't even installed it yet. I did download it because it took me a while. I didn't want to film that because it would have taken too long. This mod is called LGNPC, known as least generic NPC. So what is that? So LGNPC is short for less generic NPCs. It's a project that aims to replace all the repetitive Morrowind dialogue with more interesting and engaging conversations. We want each NPC in every town, village, or camp to have his or her own personality and backstory. So it sounds like it's trying to make Morrowind sound a little more like The Witcher, maybe. We have decided to approach this mod town by town and release each one when it is finished. So my initial question was if this was compatible with Morrowind Comes Alive. Now, I'm a minimalist when it comes to modding, so I didn't want Morrowind Comes Alive because it just adds more NPCs and it'd be a hit to my frames and blah blah blah. But I did it because you need this to download the Keening downloadable content. So I did, and it turned out to be okay. It wasn't a huge hit. It adds 1,200 types of NPCs, and so that's cool. So I didn't know if this was going to conflict with this. So I talked to a moderator for LGNPC, and he said no. It shouldn't cause any issues. So what I did was I downloaded, it has here like a breakdown of each section for each town. Now I went ahead and I downloaded the bundle. So this downloads all the mods, and I, created a backup for my Morrowind, and I'm going to go ahead and download this and test it out with you guys. So I already have my files open. So here I downloaded each one. So this is what it looks like. So, going back, I'm in my my Morrowind file, data files, and I'm here. So here is Alderaan, and as you can see, it's just an ESP file. There's no meshes, there's no textures, it's all script, so it says ESP. So all I have to do is, this is the README, I don't need that. So I'm going to click this, drag it in here, continue, boom. So Alderaan's done. Alderaan supplement, okay, copy, drag, right? And I'm just going to do this for all of them. This is going to take me a minute, but I'm making this video for, if you already know how to do all this, obviously, just either skip ahead or turn it off. You don't need to, watch this. So this comes with a soul sickness patch. What is the soul sickness patch? So the soul sickness patch is for those players using this mod for reasons of their own, do not want the player to be susceptible to the symptoms of soul sickness introduced by Pax Veteran. It merely restores the original script attached to Ash statues and prevents the onset of soul sickness in the player. This archive is intended for players that are using an older version of Pax Veteran. If you download or later as future patches bundled. Okay, so I guess it doesn't sound like I need this. What version do I have? So that's important to, let me see if it says it. I don't think it says what version, but I mean, I don't care if I get soul sickness. It sounds interesting, like it's a part of the game or something. So Secret Master. So this sounds cool. So this is the Secret Master. So all the master trainers who can train you to level 100 they have a backstory now. And so this is a patch too for Morrowind Comes Alive, this right here. So, the moderator said there shouldn't be any issues. There was like one tiny little issue somewhere. What does it say? Installation, unzip the files, use the plugin. So, it comes with these readmes. Current game before using this plugin, it may spare you much grief should you encounter problems or conflicts that result in your uninstalling the mod. Features. Does it say anything about the does it say anything about the Morrowind Comes Alive? This is secret message for users. Morrowind Comes Alive 5 or 5.1. Running the patch will fix a hostile spawn point that conflicts with the location. It might work with later releases. So, all right, well, let's test it out. We're gonna be a guinea pig. So it's a patch that. Oh, wait a minute. See, this one contains meshes and textures. Really? Ah, and icons. So here's an example of meshes texture. So this is all I do. I already created a backup, so I'm not like super weird. So I'm going to do this, highlight it, and then drag and drop under here, right? And then it's going to go continue. It's going to go straight to see how they're highlighted? Because the files in here overwrote, well, they didn't overwrite anything, but they went into the appropriate folder. So it's as simple as that. Boom, we're done. Okay. Did any of the other ones have meshes and textures that I wasn't paying attention to? I don't think so. So, okay, well, anyway, so that's the secret masters. So we're going to continue onwards and upwards. So this is what it is. Modding Morrowind this is what I do. I create, this is my window for my downloaded content, and then I just drag and drop it into another file that has my data files open. So it's like really, really quick. And it doesn't really take that long. This is Telmora. Put that one in. And then tell Uberith. That can go in there. And, sorry for, this is for the Vivek Foreign Quarter. If I'm boring you to death, if you want, just skip ahead. So see, this one contains a mesh too. So I can actually highlight both of these together and then just drag and drop. So the brown folder will go into the meshes. As you can see, the meshes folder will highlight, and then the Redorin, Vivek Redorin is down here. So see, it automatically does that. It's very easy. So the only other ones that I have to do are Alpalothi. I unzipped these ones, but they didn't go into their own folders, and that's fine. I unzipped them here. And that looks like all of them. So, all right, we're done. What do we do now? Well, I can just X out of these. And notice those were all just ESPs. I don't have to, go into my ini file like I showed you guys before, and then, update the BSA, or like here, the BSA is under the, where's the BSA? It's under archives. So I didn't have to like update a archive where I would type in archive 8 down here equals, whatever. So like these are all ESPs. But see, for here, some have some mods do have BSAs. What does that look like? Well, I know Wizard's Island has a BSA. So the Wizard's Island BSA. So it's like similar to It says BSA file. So that will go in the same files as my ESPs and ESMs. It's just that for the BSAs, I have to include, see, Wizards archive. This was my 5th BSA, so I did archive 5 equals Wizards Island dot BSA. Then I go file save. I don't want to save because I was just showing you. And then in my Morrowind launcher, don't forget to go to settings, uncheck this, we don't need that, and then just click run settings importer. That will update your ini file, and then the BSA will be updated, and that's how you do that. So there's ESMs, ESPs, BSAs, ESMs and ESPs and ESMs just go into your data file folder, as well as BSAs do, but BSAs have the additional task of updating. You need to update your ini file. Okay, so I did that. Now I have LGNPC. Let's see if it works or if I just ruined my game. First and foremost, I have to add all these. So this is going to take me a minute. Needs to load after MCA ESM. Well, I'm going to load all these at the bottom of my, so I have, do I have all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, so I have them all here. I'm just going to click on it and then drag it to the bottom. That way, you know, it's nice and clean. Boom. Then I'm going to drag next one, Alderon. So this is what you do. I know it can be kind of time consuming, but I'm going through the motions. I'm showing you this. You know, this video is really for people who are just starting out modding. But if you already know how to do this, just like fast forward, or you could just, you know, close out of the video altogether. But I'm going down here, and I'm going to continue to do this little rigmarole right here. And, you know, I apologize if my color scheme is kind of like, looks weird with the light blue and the white and the black. And that's just how I set up my computer because, you know, I have sensitive eyes, and that's just how I do things. For whatever reason, I'm not colorblind or anything like that, but, you know, I don't know, it just like looks normal for me. So I continue to grab and go down to the bottom of my load order. And I'm going to do this, again, feel free to fast forward through this video. Fast forward ahead. And until I'm done here. Or, you know, stay and hang out and just, you know, chill with me. Satanine. And I'm just going to keep doing this until they're all at the bottom. Now, why am I doing this at the bottom? Well, one, all of my important mods, like for example, at the top, I have Tamriel Data, Tamriel Mainland, like all this stuff. Those are kind of like, I want those are supposed to be at the top because a lot of these other mods require to be loaded afterwards. So you'll see that when you mod like Tamriel Data, Tamriel Rebuilt, or OAAB Data, you know, that needs to be at the top of your load order in order for you to activate any of your other ESMs or ESPs. So I think I got all of them. Let me see here. So I think I got all of them. Let's scroll down to the bottom. Let me make sure. Let's just count because we had 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, we had 19. So now, see, they're unchecked. So now I just have to check them. I just have to go down and check them. And hopefully everything works. Did I check all of them? Okay, I did. And all right, here is the moment of truth. Hopefully my game doesn't crash. But we were diligent and considerate and backed up our files like we're supposed to. And I'm going to start, because the mod that we just installed affects the Redoran house quests. I did that. I saved entitled this save Redoran start. So this is before I started the mod. Apparently, according to the coordinator that I talked to, if you've already started or halfway through or even finished with the Redoran house quest, you can still install Pax Redoran. And you'll still get at least the quests. You might get some like side quests, but you'll get the later game quests. But you won't get any of the other quests. So it's still apparently compatible. So you can do it mid playthrough once you're done playing it. But I created this save specifically for this reason. So let's see if it works. And this was my save before I started the quest. Let me turn up my audio just a tad. So this is the lady who you talked to first. Naminda. Join House Redoran? Sure. Doesn't look like anything's broken so far. I mean, you haven't gotten too crazy into anything. Join House Redoran. I'm ready to join House Redoran. Repeat after her. Yes, okay. So I'm in. Now duties. Druline Fallon has asked for our help. She says her Guar herds have been having trouble with hostile mud crabs. Okay. So go to Druline Fallon. Due west of here, over the hills. I remember where it is. So that's cool. So everything seems to be, going well. But know that this LGNPC mod, it affects everything in the game. We had mods for pretty much every town in the game of Morrowind. So let's go see what the NPCs, what it's like to talk to them. Let's go pick some random person. Who's this person?
Impressive.
Irene, I do not remember seeing you before, and I know most everyone. You must be new in town. Okay, background. When I was younger, I was very optimistic for the future, but my life turned out quite different from what I once expected. So I can tell that this is already new. She didn't have this. Do not misunderstand me. My story is no fall from grace. My father was a skilled carpenter, and my mother kept two good households, her own and that of whichever merchant's wife she was currently serving. Common done her, but happy and content with her lot in life. What changed? I'm anticipating this now. I had just come of age when my mother was pregnant with my sister. Wow. So yeah, this is definitely some additional backstory. This helps with the world building. I can tell this is actually a really good contribution to the game already. With no other sibling, I was so excited by the prospect when my mother went into labor early. Too early to be a good sign. What happened? We could not afford a midwife, so I ran to the temple. Blah, 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 blah. Say when my mother's side, the child had been delivered, but my mother lost so much blood. Oh no, that's sad. And the child? She was tiny, but otherwise healthy. So as you can see, I mean, this is like a whole story going on into this person's life. And, the LGNPC doesn't just add, stories like this, it also adds quests. So a lot of these NPCs apparently have like small little quests going on that shouldn't conflict with anything else that you have. Now, reportedly, I just installed this with you, so I don't know if Hey, there's my hop, skip, and a jump tune. Let's get crunk here, people. Yeah. Techno steampunk, yeah. But anyway, so I don't know if any of the quests or anything like that are going to conflict with any other mods that I have, because I don't know if LGNPC, you know, was designed with any of that in mind. I mean, how could it be? I don't know. I don't know when LGNPC was created, but what I do know is that there's no way that it could predict any, you know, conflicts that it might have with other mods that came out after. So let's talk to Hull. See if she has anything interesting to say. Let's see, background. Anything in the background? No. Secret. I don't know. Let's talk to this person who's just like walking into a wall.
What can I do?
Let's see. You look like you're walking into a wall here, so let me help you out with that. News rumors. Oh, you know what? I don't know if Balmora had a. Did Balmora have a mod? I don't know. I know Sagerith Mora did. Let's go to Sagerith Mora. Let's travel via Mage's Guild. Let's go down to Mage's Guild. Travel. Sagerith Mora. Sickness? Sickness. Let's go out into the world and see what everybody has to say. Do my jump spell so I can jump over the walls and get there quicker. Let's see who we can talk to. You know who doesn't like to talk? I remember. Is it Fargoth over here? Fargorn. He doesn't like to talk. Oh, well, he still doesn't like to talk. Who will talk to me in Sagerith Mora? Probably not a Telvanni guard. So, you might notice how colorful my my mushroom tops are. That's actually a mesh or texture replacer from someone who I'm friends with on Nexus. It's called Toadstool Replacer, and I can put a link in here. Look at this guy. This drunkard. He comes from MCA. Warren comes alive, like these random NPCs, drunk people. Let me see if he has anything interesting to say. So I don't know. I don't know if I've come across any new dialogue from anyone so far in Sagerith Mora. There definitely was in Alderaan. Background. Name Owen Smith. Let's tell about it. Let's see. Not every NPC. Not every NPC has new dialogue. Let's see here.
Anything I can do?
Well, we downloaded the Sagerith Mora LGNPC mod, so
Yes, what do you want?
maybe we can find someone to talk to in the corner club here. Let's see what you have to say. Anything? No? Well, I don't see anything, hold on, let me pause this really quick. I'm gonna go back into my, we did have a we did have a, where was it? So LGNPC, Satanine. Was there one for Sadrith Mora? Or did I just waste everybody's time? I'm sorry. There isn't one for Sadrith Mora. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back here. I could have swore I saw one for Siran. No, apparently not. It's Satanine. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasted everybody's time. But at least you got to see my Toadstool modded Sadrith Mora. Let's go to Satanine. Actually, I don't know if this is... Some cities, they don't let me COC. I don't know. I haven't figured out why. Maybe I can... What's something close to Satanine? Where is Satanine? Where the heck is Satanine? There it is. Let's go to LGNPC. COC. Did I spell it wrong? Pelagiad. COC. Pelagiad. There we go. Yeah, I haven't figured that one out yet. I don't know why, I don't know why some... Oh, you know what? I'm getting a lot of lag because my max draw is, like, super high. And it doesn't need to be. I usually play 2 1/4. So, return. And... let's go to Satanine from Pelagiad. If anyone can tell me why that happens on, I don't know if it's an OpenMW thing, or maybe I have some kind of, like, I don't think there would be any mod conflict that would cause that to occur, but why can't I COC to some towns? Some towns I can't. It gives me, like, an error, unless, like, the code for the town is different than just, like, spelling it out. Maybe I have to put a dash between Seda and Mean or something like that. I don't know. So let's go check out the dialogue of... Well, let's try... This is Fargoth. Background. Okay, so you are not the first to wonder what this Bosmer is doing. Some mornings I wake up hoping it was a dream, and then I step outside. I had a pretty good life in Zeroville, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to read all that for you guys, but you see there's obviously added content to the backstory of people, and potentially even quests, that helps for world building. And, you know, it's all lore friendly. Look at this guy. This is a part of MCA, Morrowind Comes Alive. There's, like, characters like this, like leaves, like, out in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes. Let's talk with this person.
What can I do for you?
You seem nice. I grew up on the mainland along the north side coast of the Mournhold district. I was raised in the traditions of Dunbar. Blah blah blah. Old Eminhard, cool. It's really exciting to see me and saw an opportunity. So, you know, yeah, there's definitely, these mods are definitely working. So, okay.
How may I help?
So far I can say I give it a thumbs up. It seems to be working. Let's see what Elderfire. I remember she's usually kind of rude. At least in the beginning. You would like to know more about me? I don't know. It's not very comfortable discussing. Oh man, now I have to. You can trust me. I don't betray confidences. Let's see. Perhaps I can trust you, but I would still prefer not to talk about myself. Maybe I can up the ante by spamming the. Man, what do I have to have it up to 100 or something? Let me spam the speechcraft here. Can I get to 100? Come on, everybody, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Maybe that'll give me the good Juji vibes to get me to 100 here. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see if it works. Dang it! Alright, well, anyway, so there's definitely some world... Wait, I wonder if I say, oh, I don't want to talk about it. Wait, I said I didn't. So when I said I didn't want to talk about it, now you want to talk about it. Typical woman. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna leave you with that. And so, thumbs up, approved so far. If I find any conflicts, it's as simple as deleting my data files and then copying and pasting back in uh, the original one. No harm, no foul. And just going to a previous save. I don't care. I mean, I've played Morrowind and beaten it so many times by now, and it still never gets old, so I don't care. If you have any questions, feel free to drop. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Let me see if I can go find a a Dwemer. I wonder if I could find a Dwemer fortress so I can, because it's like thundering now. That way I can show you my my thunder mod. It's gonna take me a minute. Hold on here, people. Let me get there quick. I don't know where. Let me go to Balmora. There it is. There's the thunder. So, again, it's all about world building and the immersion. So there's the. Oh no, it's starting to Oh no, hurry, hurry before the rain stops. Give me a thunder. Yeah, you saw the thunder? That's what I'm talking about. At least you saw it, but that was a small glimpse of the. Oh, there was another one. Cool. See, that's the thunder mod. So anyway, Morrowind is awesome. So I don't think I really need to explain much more. Download it. Do it. What are you waiting for? If you don't download Morrowind, I swear I'll never speak to you. I don't even know who you are. YouTuber person who obviously is here because you must love Morrowind as much as I do. If you're even still watching this video, I don't know. I mean, if you still are, you must really love Morrowind. Maybe as much as I do. I don't know. Oh, yes. Take that. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll leave you with that. And how did that bullnetch get there? I've never seen it before. So anyway, all right. I'll see you guys later, and stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you then.